Hey guys, this next class is a strength and conditioning class for your incline reformer system. I hope you guys enjoy it. For this section, we want a medium to high incline on our reformers. I want you guys to watch me. So if you're using a total trainer, you should set yourself up somewhere between level 7 and level 11. For this exercise, we're going to combine a pullover and a crossover into the one exercise. I want you guys to watch me. So just lying down in my comfortable position, arms are soft straight. I'm going to start to pull, frontal movement just like that, and finish here. And then I'm going to go into some crossovers and back into my pullover. So we're just creating a super repetition with these two exercises. Let's get you guys to try it.
Let's take 2 deep breaths and repeat that last exercise.
For this exercise, we're going to work a decline chest press. I want you guys to watch how I set up. So just lying down on my carriage, head up, shoulder blades up, and from here, I'm just going to push right back into a T and squeeze up at 45 degrees. So it feels much like a decline chest press you would do with your barbell. Let's get you guys to try it.
Let's take 2 deep breaths and repeat that last exercise.
Okay, you guys, we're gonna work an isometric vertical hold for this one. I want you guys to watch me set up. So I'm gonna go vertical with my arms and feet in the tabletop. And all I'm gonna do from here is just maintain this position. 60 seconds. Your turn. For this exercise, we're gonna work some basic pull-ups. I want you guys to watch me. So just setting my chest nice and heavy. I'm gonna go into my T-bar right here, holding the outer edge. And from here, I'm gonna start to work my way up, and I'm gonna weave my head to one side, go all the way up, all the way back down. Now, you can keep weaving on the same side if you like to avoid hitting your tower. If you prefer to alternate and do one on each side, that's okay as well. Let's get you guys to try this one for yourselves.
Let's take 2 deep breaths and repeat that last exercise.
Okay guys, we're gonna work a pullover for this one, but we're gonna do it facing down. I want you guys to watch me. So I'm gonna lie down on my carriage like I'm about to go for some triceps extensions, but the way I'm gonna do it with a stiff arm. So I'm gonna pull right over this way. So arms are staying parallel, running on train tracks, soft, straight elbows, and nice steady motion without touching the bottom of the carriage. Let's get you guys to try it.
Let's take 2 deep breaths and repeat that last exercise.
Okay guys, for this one we're going to work some cable pull-ups. So what I need you to do, we're going to get you to sit right at the bottom of your carriage so you've got maximum extension. And what we're going to do from here is going to lie down and I'm going to go into a tabletop position right here. And I'm going to work my pull-ups straight from there. Okay, pulling with my elbows beside me, getting as close to my ribs as I can. and keeping where my elbows go, my wrists follow. So you've got to make sure you're doing the same thing. Let's get you guys to try it.
Let's take 2 deep breaths and repeat that last exercise.
We're going to work some dips for this one, guys. So watch me set up. I'm going to lie down, place my feet in tabletop and lift my head. And from here, straight into a dip, just like that. So my elbows are dropping back and I'm pushing in a hammer position. Exactly the same as if you're doing dips using parallel bars. Let's get you guys to have a go at this one.
Let's take 2 deep breaths and repeat that last exercise.
Okay guys, 2-in-1 exercise for this one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work a biceps curl just like this. And then as I come back, I'm gonna turn my hands around and go into a stiff pull down. So I'm actually working my biceps here and working my triceps right there. Just combining the two exercises and just keeping them nice and smooth. Your turn.
Let's take 2 deep breaths and repeat that last exercise.
Working some shoulder presses for this one, guys, but we're going to do it differently. We're going to do it from a kneeling position. So you can see I'm kneeling down and I've worked my way as far down as I can as far as my seated position or my carriage is concerned. I'm going to use my hands nice and flat from here. Leaning forward, I'm going to push from here. Push into a shoulder press. Leaning forward the whole time, extending to soft straight arms and just keeping my arms parallel the whole time. Your turn.
Let's take 2 deep breaths and repeat that last exercise.
Okay guys, for this one, we're gonna do a 2-in-1 exercise, but we're gonna do it simultaneous. So we're gonna work a pullover, and as we're completing our pullover, we're gonna go into a hips raise at the same time. I'll show you guys. So pullover starts to work its way down, and I'm gonna lift my hips and finish right at the top, right there. Drop them back down, don't touch the bottom of the carriage, and back to the top, just like that. One last one. And your turn to have a go.
Let's take 2 deep breaths and repeat that last exercise.
Okay guys, for this one, we're gonna work a single leg press on the ball of the foot, but we're gonna do it a little bit differently. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get right onto the ball of the feet like this. I'm gonna grab one of my ankles and just place it over my knee. Now, as I drop down into this leg press, I'm I'm getting a nice glute stretch at the same time. Right there. Now the trick with this one is pull yourself right down your carriage so you get more range and you'll also get a better stretch on this one as well. Your turn.
Let's take 2 deep breaths and repeat that last exercise.
Lollipop legs raise for this one, guys. So basically what it is, it's a side leg raise, circle at the top, and drop it straight back down again. So watch me. So the trick with this one, make sure your foot's staying horizontal and your kicking knee has to stay nice and straight. Right there, pushing out with my heels and just vertical movement. You can rest your head for this one if you like. Your turn. Okay guys, here's a killer for your outer glutes. What we're gonna do with this one is I'm gonna kick in front of me. And from here, I'm gonna start to work some circles. So again, the kicking knee tries to stay as straight as you can keep it. And the movement's actually coming from your hip, not from your knees. So working those circles. Let's get you guys to try it. Okay guys, a 2-minute exercise coming up. We're gonna work some single leg planks. We're gonna do a minute using each leg. I'm gonna show you guys how. So I'm gonna set myself up, elbows heavy. Now you can do one or two things. You can either go triangle base, which is the one I like, or you can go like this and actually grab hold of your carriage. It's up to you. I like to go from here. Now I'm gonna set myself up. I'm gonna lift the leg, gonna hold that plank up, nice and steady for a minute. And then what I'll do is I'm gonna change over and I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna go for another minute after that. Okay, just making sure you're not arching up your back and you're also not lifting your bum either, because you wanna keep your core active the whole time. Your turn. Okay guys, just working a calves raise for this one, but we're gonna do it with a single leg. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have one leg ready to go and the other one's just out of my way. And just working that full range, stretching and extending all the way with the one foot. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change them over and work the same set with the other foot as well. Your turn.
Let's take 2 deep breaths and repeat that last exercise.
Alligator knee strikes for this one, guys. So I'm going to set up with my hands on top of the kickboard like that, and Monica's going to set up from the carriage down here. Okay, you guys can do whichever one you prefer. Now what we'll do from here is I'm going to extend my leg right out. I'm going to go into an alligator knee strike, which is a knee strike from the side, really squeezing the obliques and pushing back out into that straight line. Okay, so the movement comes from the side, it's outside of my elbows and back into a straight line. We're going to try this one on both sides. Your turn. Okay guys, here's a heavy duty one for your glutes. What we're gonna do from here is I'm gonna set up, you can either set up in a 4 points position from here, which is what Monica will do, and I'll set up from the top right here on top of my push board. Now what I wanna do from here is I'm gonna extend one leg right out. My knee's gonna stay nice and straight, and I'm gonna push out with my heel. And from here, I'm gonna start to draw some circles out here. Okay, this is gonna really burn up the glutes, and you can feel a whole lot of tension in your obliques as well. It's gonna work through that, 60 seconds on one side, and then we're gonna switch it up, 60 seconds on the other side. Your turn. Well done, you guys. You got through your class for today. I'd like you to turn your attention to your in-house instructor for stretching and cool down.
Standing hip width apart, clasp your hands with your arms straight in front of you. Press your arms away from your body and hollow your chest. Remember to keep your shoulders down. Take 3 to 5 slow, deep breaths. Try to deepen the stretch with each exhale. Keeping your arms straight, open your arms out to the side from your body. Aim your thumbs up and slightly back with both hands. Start drawing your arms back, keeping them below shoulder height to feel the stretch in your biceps. Raise one arm straight above you. Bend your elbow so that your forearm is behind your head and reach your fingertips down your spine. Using your opposite hand, gently pull your bent elbow toward midline. Keep your shoulders relaxed and away from your ears. Now let's do the standing tricep stretch on the other side. Extend one arm forward in front of you at shoulder height. Keep your extended arm straight and with your opposite hand, grab onto your fingers just above your palm. Pull your fingers back to fold at the wrist with your fingertips pointing up towards the ceiling. You should feel a stretch on the bottom of your forearm and wrist. Now let's do the wrist extension on the other side. Standing up tall, bring your right hand behind your back. Use your left hand to pull your right wrist across the body. Now let's do the supraspinatus stretch on the other side. Raise your arms straight above you and clasp your hands together with your right thumb on top. Reach your hands as tall as you can and bend your body over to the left. You should feel a stretch along the right side of your body. Remember to keep your shoulders down and your abdominals engaged to support your spine. Repeat on the other side with your left thumb on top, bending over to the right side. Lying on your back, reach your right arm out just in line with your shoulder. Bring your right knee up towards your chest as far as you can without your pelvis tucking under. Place your left hand over your right knee and pull the knee across the body, then gently press the knee down towards the ground. Make sure your leg and torso remain in a straight line and try to keep your right shoulder blade on the ground. For more of a spinal twist, turn your head to look over your right shoulder. Hold for 30 seconds. Now let's repeat the pretzel stretch on the other side. Lying on your belly, place your forearms on the mat just beneath your shoulders. Press your upper body away from the floor and lift your chest up to extend your spine. Keeping the back of your neck long, draw your shoulders down away from your ears. Pull your belly button into your spine and you should feel a stretch in your abdominals. Hold for 3 to 5 deep breaths. To progress into a deeper stretch, bring your hands back to where your elbows were placed. Press your upper body up all the way, whilst keeping your pelvis still connected to the ground. Remember to engage your abdominals so that you don't feel too much pressure in your lower back. Hold for 3 to 5 deep breaths. Start in 4-point kneeling, sit your weight back onto your heels as far as you can, resting your belly on your thighs. Extend your arms out in front of you in line with your shoulders and rest your forehead on the floor. You'll feel the stretch in your shoulders and back, as well as your hips and glutes, depending on where you're tight. Gently press your chest and shoulders toward the ground to deepen the stretch. Hold for at least 30 seconds. Lie down on your side and extend your bottom arm out. Rest your head on your bicep and using your other arm, slowly pull the top foot towards your glutes until you feel a stretch. Keeping both knees close together. Hold for 30 seconds. Now let's turn over and repeat the side lying quad stretch with your top leg. Start on your hands and knees. Have your hands directly under your shoulders and your knees below your hips. Lift your knees off the ground and press your chest towards your thigh. Try to straighten your legs completely and lower your heels to the floor. You can alternate with bending one knee and pressing the opposite heel into the ground to stretch each leg individually. Ensure your abdominals are engaged and have your shoulders away from your ears. Hold for 30 seconds. Start in 4-point kneeling. Bring your knees further apart from each other until you can't go anymore. Ensure your shins are parallel to each other. To deepen the stretch, bring yourself down onto your forearms. This is quite an intense stretch, so remember to keep breathing. Hold for 30 seconds. Start in a high kneeling position. Step one leg forward and straighten the knee whilst flexing the foot up towards you. Gently start pressing the chest down towards your thigh. To increase the stretch, try to tighten your quads and straighten your spine. Hold for 3 to 5 deep breaths. Now let's do the kneeling hamstring stretch with the other leg. From a high kneeling position, step your left leg forward to a lunge position. Wriggle your right foot across to the left and bring your knee to the ground. You may choose to remain on your hands for this stretch or lower yourself down to the forearms for a deeper stretch. Hold for 3 to 5 breaths. Now let's repeat the pigeon stretch with the other leg. Great job, everyone. We've finished our stretching routine for today, and I'll see you again for more stretching very soon. Bye.